my people. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button down there if you don't mind. And if you do, you'll find yourself entered in for a chance to win a pack of honey. Best giveaway ever. Hashtag. Make sure you check out DNK Knives if you're shopping for a knife at the moment. Or even if you're not, you just want to piddle around. They got some good stuff over there. That's who was responsible for sending me this deka to check out, among many other knives. If you want to buy a knife there, you can use this discount code behind the edge 10, where you will find yourself getting 10% off of total cost of your order. And that's a good thing. That's cool. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, Patreon. Just in the link is in the description. Very much helps the channel. If you are interested in that, I'm doing giveaways there. I do giveaways on the regular YouTube channel as well, or just for everybody, as long as you're subscribed and you get yourself entered when I do one. I'm going to do one again soon because I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty freaking rad. When I started this channel, I honestly, I would have been happy at 500, or I didn't even expect that many. So there's no way anybody's going to want to listen to some hillbilly ramble about fucking pocket knives. There's just no way. But here we are. So appreciate it, guys. Today we're going to talk about, real quick, my cat's in heat. So if you hear a crazy fucking sound in the background, it's her. And there's nothing I can do about that, just like the dogs barking. Nothing I can do. They do whatever they want. Just like my wife. Doesn't listen at all. Oh well. We're going to compare the Bugout with the deka. And anybody that's watched my channel for any amount of time whatsoever, you know I don't particularly care for lightweight knives. It's just not my jam. Not my jam. I don't like small knives typically, even though here lately I've come across a couple that I do care for. They're pretty decent. Been enjoying the Paramilitary 3. I'm carrying the Para 2 today, but the Para 3 has been in my left pocket lately. So, lots of people have compared these two knives. They are very close in many aspects. Both are USA made. Both of these versions have roughly the same price, which to me is fucking crazy. Both are easily obtainable, and both are very light and compact. And they both cut pretty well for what they are. You are not going to be able to do any crazy tasks with this, any really hard use stuff with either of these, especially the Bugout in this configuration, but you know, it is what it is. They are just basic EDC knives. The Bugout does have more options. They do have the aluminum M390. They have the carbon fiber S90V version. They have a few versions in different colors. That was Benchmade's bright idea this year, is to, instead of coming out with a bunch of new models, they came out with a couple, but he's like, let's just slap a bunch of new colors out there for everybody to choose from. I don't understand that. But anyway, I have a few things wrote down here, just general comparison. Lots of people have had this knife, own this knife, or currently do. I don't like the Bugout, especially in this configuration, but like I said, guys, before, I'm going to try to like it. So I ordered some scales for it, and we're going to do some other things to it to mod it to see if I can make myself like it, or if it earns my respect or desire to keep it. As far as materials go, we have S30V blade with a plastic handle, a glass-filled nylon, GFN, GFR, whatever they want to call it. I forget what the Benchmade calls it. It's trash. It flexes super bad. I just squeeze the hell out of it. You know, if you don't squeeze it real hard, it doesn't flex real hard, but whatever. The Deka is 20 CV and G10, and these are the basic models. The Deka also has actual DLC. Benchmade colors this particular knife with a crayon, looks like, or it's paint, or it's crap, whatever it is. You look at it hard enough and it'll wear off. But as far as materials go, hands down, the Deka is gonna win this. Blade usability and blade in general. So they both have basically the same style of blade. I call them drop points. This one could be considered a clip point, but you know, same deal. The Deka does have the thumb studs kind of in the cutting path. The Bugout not so much, but the Deka has a thinner ground blade. So really, I give it. They're both about the same, roughly. Ergos, unfortunately, I have to say the Bugout is better, just because it is more generic and straightforward. This one kind of almost forces it. Now, that's not saying the Ergos aren't good on the Deka, because they are. Just the Bugout feels a little more comfortable. Next, price and value. 100% Deka. Now, they both cost like 170 bucks, but you're getting much better quality, much better materials out of the Deka, period. So, hands down, that's just better. The clip. I'm going to give this one to the Bugout because they're both good, but the Benchmade has one of the best deep carry clips there is. And so I'm going to give this one to Benchmade. Or I'm going to give the clip to the Bugout, even though they're both pretty good. Plus, there's other options for the Bugout if you want to switch to a Lynch clip or something like that. Performance, I'm going to have to go with the Deka. And that is, what I mean by performance is just general overall. I think this knife would perform better, even though I have not used this particular one because it is not mine. I have owned a Deka in the past, and it performed just fine. The action and function is also going to go towards the Deka. Now, the Bugout isn't really broke in because I haven't messed with it, but right out of the box, it was terrible. The action on the Deka is quite good right out of the box. Feels snappier, feels much more rigid, and it just feels better in general. So overall, I'm going to have to say the Deka is much better. That might change once I change the scales on the Bugout, but at that point, then they're not even in the same league because you've added so much more value and how much money you've spent by adding the scales. And that is my biggest problem with the Bugout is the scales. The blade is not bad. The axis lock is not my favorite, but it's not bad either. The action on this Bugout is crap, but I could probably make it better if I wanted to. The Deka is excellent right out of the box. And also, your 20 CV blade is probably going to outshine any S30V blade other than maybe a custom. So I'm going to have to go with the Deka on this one, guys. And I'm sure that's not going to be a popular, in this case anyway. It's probably not going to be a popular choice there, but maybe if this was the higher end model, the S90V with carbon fiber, they tend to make those much, much better. I would like the Bugout more, but then it would be way out of the same price point as this. So I think Hogue is doing an excellent thing here, bringing a better quality knife for the same price. And they're both basically the same freaking knife, in my opinion. Alright, in the comments, let me know what you think. I'm sure you're going to anyway, especially the Bugout lovers. So let me know what you think. That's all I got for this video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. Check out Patreon if you'd like to. I'm going to be giving away some more stuff over there as well. So if you want to get involved with that, go check it out. Price. It starts out at $3, and every single nickel that goes into Patreon, I use it for the channel to buy knives for content. Also, I got a big old box of knives in today, so there's going to be lots of content. So be looking out for it. Later, guys. Make sure you're nice to each other, because nobody likes a douchebag. Later.